front of the Mallet-Prevost house. It was built in 1795 for Paul Henri Mallet-Prevost. If it weren't for the guillotine and the French Revolution, this would not be called Frenchtown. Paul Henri Mallet-Prevost was a wealthy Swiss person. He went to work for his uncle's bank in Paris. The French Revolution broke out. The king lost his head, could not repay his debts to the bank. The bank went out of business. For some reason, Paul Henri joined the army of the French Republic. But as you remember, they kept cutting off heads after they cut off the king's head. If you were too rich, if you were too well educated, if you were too complainy, you would get your head cut off. Paul Henri fell into the too rich category, and he literally had to run for his life. He got word that he was on the list for the guillotine. He didn't even stop to pack. He jumped on his horse and rode. He fled Europe. He came here in 1794, looked the place over, and bought 968 acres of land. The borough of Frenchtown today is only 800 and some acres. So he bought Frenchtown and then some. And there was a sawmill, a grist mill, ferry crossing, a store, a few houses. But everybody here, they didn't own it. Thomas Lowry owned it, and if you were here, you were a squatter, a tenant, an employee. Paul Henri bought the whole thing, and then he brought over a bunch of other French-speaking people who were helping him run the place, and it eventually became known as Frenchtown.